I know no one's gonna come in here, so I'm not worried about it. But just Dcfandome, excited. We're about 2 weeks away. Um, as of yesterday, we're about 2 weeks away, I believe. Maybe a little less than that. They recently just put out a list, and it's a very long list, and it's a decent list. A lot of celebrities, a lot of actors, voice actors. You have a couple of directors. Um, I think you had some artists as well on the comic book side. There's a lot, just plenty. That list is huge. But, the funny thing is, though, there is a lot of people still kind of sort of missing from that big list. But when you look at the list that they did release and how they released it, which is a little video clip, um, it says at the very end, and I quote something along the lines of, and many, many more. So it's kind of like their way of covering themselves for any of those bigger names that haven't confirmed yet, probably. So you never know. But I am genuinely, I'm very excited. I want to see so many things. Um, I'm wondering if they'll announce the Harley Quinn season 3. I like Harley Quinn. I don't know if many people knew that, but I like Harley Quinn. She's hilarious in that stupid show. But it's very funny, and it's actually very well done. So take a look at it if you guys haven't, but I suggest you do. Um, Back to the other things I'm anticipating, hoping to see. Clearly, I mean, Justice League, obviously. Um, I'm genuinely excited for that trailer. I know literally a few days ago, Zach just posted on Vero a picture of what Steppenwolf would look like, and he looks good. He looks really good, even though it was a low-res picture. The just you can pretty much get the idea of what he's gonna look like, and he's looking good. Way scarier than the version that we got in Justice League. But yeah, I mean, once we see how it looks in motion and the way, with the talking, the dialogue, um, make, I mean, it already looks great. So just slowly starting putting the pieces together, and it's gonna look amazing. I can't wait for it. By the way, that is what I'm more anticipating as far as Justice League goes. I want to see how far they go with the whole apocalypse, the whole, dark side, and if we see Desaad and Big Barda, or if we see Granny Goodness or any of those. I'm genuinely intrigued how far he will take it. So I mean, Zach, I know you're gonna blow our minds away, but I genuinely have no idea what you have in store, and I cannot wait. I'm just genuinely excited. So let me see. Aside from all the Zack Snyder stuff and Justice League, um, I'm very excited for Matt Reeves and the Batman announcement. I think we're possibly going to get like a form of trailer or maybe possible footage. I don't know for sure. Um, but I am excited for that. I'm a huge Batman fan. Clearly, I have tattoos. Oh no, I have tattoos. So I mean, let me go back. It doesn't make a difference, but yeah, you got Joker on this one, and then you got Batman on that one. But anyways, go back there. Here we go. Sorry, I'm not set up for this. This is why I don't do live streams. And yes, I am wearing shorts. There we go. It's a little better. Okay, so in regards to Batman's Matt Reeves, I'm going to hold my judgment. I have all the faith in Matt Reeves and his, casting decisions, directing decisions. He's gonna give us something I'm sure we haven't seen, more than likely. I know there's a lot of Batmans we've seen, but I'm sure he'll do something we haven't seen done yet before. When it comes to stop it, sorry, my cat. It's kind of like it wants attention. So sorry. It's not my cat really. It's actually my girlfriend's cat, but she's working right now, so I kind of have to watch her. Anyways, back to what was I gonna say? In regards to Matt Reeves and the Batman, I have no idea what's going on. I know that there's a couple of casting decisions that we haven't been confirmed yet, I think, and we're all still wondering. And I know we're all still wondering what the actual story is going to be about. I know there are many theories, but I have no idea. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Batmobile. I'm not a fan of it. But again, I'm going to hold my judgment till I see the film. But I'm just Not a fan of how it looks. Um, I'm not a fan of how the cowl looks either. I'm okay with how the chest and the armor looks. I'm okay with it. The cowl, I wish it was a little bit better personally. But again, I'm gonna wait to see the film before I judge. But just giving my little personal opinion. That's about it right now. Because for all I know, it'll make sense when we see the film, and it'll be kick ass the way that it looks. So who knows? Um, as far as Paul Dano as the Riddler, or Dano, I think it's Dano, right? Paul Dano. I want to see him as the Riddler. I want to see Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing Andy Serkis as Alfred. So many just different characters and different actors doing so many different things. So it's going to be interesting for sure. So I'm definitely going to want to go see that. Um, I won't say I'm excited for Wonder Woman 84, but I am happy that I'm hoping we'll get some form of announcement of how it may be released. Just because for Patty and for everyone who's worked on it, I mean, we should have technically seen that film already by at least like 2 months maybe, because I think it was supposed to come out back in June. Um, I do kind of feel bad for them. I know they worked hard on this, and it was supposed to be the thing that we were supposed to see a long time ago, and it was going to continue, at least in a sense. It was going to continue on the DC story, for sure, Wonder Woman story, but it's a possibility there could have been something. I know there are reports saying it had nothing to do with the DCEU, it was just going to be a standalone thing, but sometimes they always put something very minor, just to be like, to remind us of what had come before it or what's to come, kind of thing. So um, who knows? I know there's a lot of streamers on right now, so if any of you guys are watching out there, watching me, not likely, but hello. If any of you guys are watching me right now, I don't know that you guys are. Like I said, I'm using my phone right now, so this is how unprofessional this really is because I'm not set up for this. Um, but as far as, let's go with continuing on with Dcfandome. Um, there are so many names on that list that I have no idea what they're going to be announced for. Like certain actors that I've noticed, if they're going to be, for voice dialogue, or if they're actually going to be a part of the DC universe. I genuinely excited. I have no idea who some of these actors may be casted as. I'm hoping that they are casted well, and they get the roles that they were hoping for. I know Scott Fowler is doing his best right now, trying to get the Riddler for Zack Snyder's Justice League. That'll be pretty cool. I'm hoping somehow the Hail Mary gets thrown and Zach receives it in the end zone. So um, I'm hoping Scott. I know it is very much so just fan casting, but I'm showing support for everybody. I don't care. I don't. Yeah, I don't care what you feel you may believe as far as your how do I say this, like whatever information you were ever told or whatever information you want to choose to believe, I'm all for it. Like, I'm just speculating because that's part of the fun. I want to speculate with everybody, so that's why when Dcfandome comes, hopefully a lot of our answers will be answered, or a lot of our questions will be answered. I doubt that all of them will. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a lot of stuff that don't get announced, maybe, but I know that a lot of stuff will get answered. A lot of the questions that we have, I'm sure we'll get a lot of the answers to, or some answers for sure. But yeah, but it's fun to speculate. So whatever you want to believe, if you want to believe Ryan Reynolds is Green Lantern, I'm all for it. If you want to believe Ryan Reynolds is in the running for Hawkman and Black Adam, I'm all for that too, because it's fun to speculate. Why not? Let's just go for broke. It's DC. It's AT&T, HBO Max, Warner Media. They're DC. They're doing they're going nuts, and I'm hoping that they're just realizing the potential that they have right now to do that, and I'm hoping they just enjoy it, and I'm hoping we as fans just let them do what they want to do. I mean, this is DC. They've had plenty of home runs, and they've had a lot of swing and a miss. I mean, it's like that for everyone. It's like that for Marvel. It's like that for all comics. But you just got to be willing to at least watch, hear them out. You don't like it, you don't like it. If you do like it, then hey, that's great. I mean, I'm no offense, but I didn't think the DC Universe app. I know it's not here anymore, or it's on the verge of being gone. But the shows that they were putting out, I mean, Harley Quinn, I love that show. It's hilarious. Doom Patrol, that's probably my number two favorite thing that came out of the DC Universe app was the Doom Patrol. I love Doom Patrol. I've seen both seasons. I love Titans. I don't know why. I love Titans. I just do. I like that whole dynamic of how they're a little bit older, but yet they curse, and I just like it. You don't have to. That's fine, but I like it. Um, Also, we have Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing. I liked it. It wasn't what I was expecting it to be, but it was actually pretty good. It did help my interest, and I was a little sad that it got canceled. But I think it's supposed to go to CW or something. I'm not 100. I really don't know what's going on the Swamp Thing end. But I did genuinely like the show. It was actually pretty good. I saw the one season that it did have. You'll have to give me a moment. I have to go let my cat out, or my girlfriend's cat, I should say. Give me a minute. My apologies. Uh, okay, my apologies. So yeah, Marshman and his Green Lantern, he can shapeshift. What's up, Deathstroke? I know you're the only one here, man. I appreciate it. Um, in regards to, if you want to come on, man, feel free. I don't care. If you want to send it out to like DC Extended and Sickness, and they want to come on here, it's fine. It's up to you. I'll send you guys the link. Just let me know if you guys want to come on here, assuming you guys are still here. But yeah, because like I said, I'm set up on my phone right now, so I can't do shit right now. It's literally just gonna be me talking. That's it. I'm not set up for this, bro. Sorry about that. But anyways, back to the dome. I was talking about the dome. Um, I believe I was talking about. Trying to think. I lost my train of thought because of my cat. Um, can equipment. Yeah, no, it's all good, man. No worries. It's all good. But right on, I do appreciate you being here, man. Uh, I was talking about the dome. I'm trying to remember what it was, and I can't now. I believe it was about. I think I left off talking about. I just finished talking about Wonder Woman, and I'm hoping that turns out okay. I believe I was talking about next was Scott Fowler and all the actors. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping Scott Fowler somehow gets that miracle Hail Mary, and it happens. If it doesn't, hey, I can appreciate him. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I can appreciate him. Um, I can appreciate him trying, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I was also talking about um, don't have. Yeah, don't have to. Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, I know me either. I'm pulling this one out my ass right here, man. I can't. I'm not that great at this stuff. Um, Genuinely, I'm excited like everybody else, man. That's all it is. I'm excited to do this. So I can't wait. Like I want to see what they have to offer us at Dcfandome. I do. Um, but that's where I was when I left off. Now I just remembered if whatever it is that you want to be as far as information goes, whatever it is that you were told, whether whatever information you want to believe, if you don't want to believe anything, if you just enjoy hearing what everyone else is saying, like me, which is kind of the fun thing. Like you can't be wrong because this is somebody else's information. At the end of the day, it's up to you whether you choose to believe this person. Personally, I love hearing what everyone else has to say. I really do. If you believe, like I said, if you believe Ryan Reynolds is Green Lantern, I'm all for it. If you believe Ryan Reynolds is Hawkman, I'm all for that too. At the end of the day, it's someone else's, whether it's scoop, source, suggestion, theory, whatever it may be, doesn't make a difference. It's their theory. Eventually, with time, they'll get proven either right or wrong. And I'm hoping at Dcfandome that's what's going to happen. I'm hoping that I have a feeling that in some sense everyone's going to be right and everyone's going to be wrong all at the same time. Like that's probably what's going to happen. But I'm genuinely just excited. I don't care who Ryan Reynolds may or may not be. That's beside the point. That really is beside the point. The point is we're getting Justice League, and DC fandom is gonna blow our minds with all the possible announcements, trailers. I mean, I'm hoping we get the Batman trailer. I'm hoping we get, you know, the Suicide Squad. I'm okay. I'm interested. I'm definitely gonna watch it. There's no way I don't watch it. I'm not the hugest fan of James Gunn, but I can respect what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not a huge Marvel fan. I do like certain Marvel films, but not a lot of them. But I'm clearly a DC fan. You know, my blood runs with DC, but I can respect Marvel for what they've done. They're killing it, and they've been killing it for a while now. But after Endgame, it kind of seems like, wow, what do we do now? But I know that they have a plan still. I know that they're gonna continue doing what they're gonna be doing, and respect, kudos to Disney. I don't know with COVID. I'm hoping they have like a plan B kind of thing, but I know that they're figuring it out too, just like DC is too. So I mean, we're all in the same boat right now. We're all just trying to figure this shit out. In regards to all the trailers still. Like I was talking about the trailers. I want to see Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think we're supposed to get another Wonder Woman trailer. I think, if I heard correctly. I don't know if that's a rumor or someone's just saying that. I would love to see another Wonder Woman trailer just because it's more footage, and I don't know when that movie's going to come out. Like I said, I support everything DC, whether it's what you don't want to root for because it doesn't align with your opinion. That's fine, but you shouldn't, knock someone else's vision because again, it's art. If you were all for Zach and him getting Justice League, you should be all for whatever director is trying to do with, said character. You don't have to like it, but you should at least, we'll let them try. I think everyone just wants them to at least try, and it sucks when studios interfere and, people decide you have to do this for this reason, and kind of gets you kind of taken away from the director's original vision, and kind of sucks. Dcfandome trailer for. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too, Deathstroke. I think we're gonna get a Wonder Woman 84 trailer. Yeah. Let's see. I hear everything. Yeah, exactly. You got to be able to hear everybody out. That's number one. You should be able to at least not judge right away, hear out what everyone has to say, and then jump to your own conclusion. Because if everyone is pretty much speaking the same thing, then you can kind of guess or make a guesstimate as to what may or may not happen, or at least you can feel comfortable with making that assessment on your own, and coming to your own conclusion, if you will. In regards to, let's see, Suicide Squad, James Gunn. I haven't heard a lot of talk about it, even though I think the film is even done, if I'm not mistaken. I think they finished filming for Suicide Squad. For Suicide Squad, I think they did. And also, I believe there's a trailer for that one. I'm curious. That cast that's a huge cast, so we'll see how that turns out. That's why multiverse is the best for DC movies. Yeah, definitely. It's done. It's done. Yeah, you can think of it that way too, for sure. There's a lot of history for DC right now, and sounds like the cat's got a hairball. Sorry about that. It's a good thing she wasn't in here. uh, sorry, kitty. Um, uh, Sorry about that. I got distracted. But yes, Dcfandome. It's gonna change our minds on everything. A lot of the things that maybe we haven't been thinking about, and then things that we have been thinking about. Like, holy crap! Like, this is, why didn't I think of that? Or I was thinking that, but then I changed my mind, and now that makes sense, kind of thing. Like, the possibilities are endless at this point, and I'm genuinely just excited, to be honest. I think we all should be. At the end of the day, we are going to be a part of history. Like, this is going to be awesome. Not like a formula like for MCU, but is DC Universe Comics. Yeah, in a sense, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, what Marvel did, Disney, Marvel, what they were able to, yeah, what they were able to do. I mean, they had a formula, and it worked. Period. It worked, and it was a much easier story to clearly follow because of that formula, and it made sense why they gained the following that it did, the fans. I mean, it made sense. Some of them were really good. I can't deny that. Some of those films were amazing. I'm not a fan of all those Marvel films, and I think that's okay because I know there are certain DC films that I'm not a fan of, but I still watch them because I'm a DC fan. So I get why Marvel fans watch certain movies that maybe they just don't like, or maybe they do like them and they just watch. So, um, but yeah, I know there are certain films just for me that just Marvel just didn't really hit personally, but that's fine. I know that there were some really good ones too. Like there were some pretty decent ones. So their formula, I mean, it worked and it paid off, and clearly it showed because they were making money hand over fist. And I mean, it's like again with COVID, I'm hoping that everything turns out okay because it sucks right now. Hollywood is clearly not the same, and I think jumping into Hollywood now, supposedly the rumor of possible the additional photography being filmed for Zach. Oh, oh my God, it came out of nowhere. Wow, sorry, they lost me at Civil War. Well, I mean that's fair. I will say I wasn't when I saw Civil War. It is very reminiscent of BBS. Um, the only thing that kind of took me out of it was the whole fight. How it was kind of not that it was unnecessary. I mean, it was a fun fight to watch. Don't get me wrong, but thank you, I appreciate it. The fight though, it didn't seem like they all needed to be there. It just seemed like, hey, buddy, you want to come fight? And then the ones that showed up, the characters that showed up, just showed up because it's kind of like seemed like what it is. Like, hey, I'm gonna get into a fight. Can you back me up? Which is fine, clearly, nothing wrong with that. But it just didn't seem like they needed to be there because even they were joking in the fight. It was, what I think it was um, Hawkeye and uh, the Black Widow. She said, hey, "We're still friends after this," and he's like, "Depends on how hard you hit me," or something along those lines. I forget the dialogue exactly, but it kind of just seemed like, okay, well, you guys clearly either didn't want to be here, or you guys are, and you're just trying to keep the peace and hoping that shit doesn't go crazy. And for me personally, the only people who should have been in that fight should have been Falcon, um, Cap, and Bucky, and it should have been Tony. Uh, I forget the other one who Don Cheadle is. I forget his character's name, and Black Panther. That should have been literally the fight. They probably could have choreographed a great fight with those six guys, and it would have been so awesome. But I get why they did what they did. They introduced Spider-Man, and like I get it. They did what they had to do. But personally, it just seemed like it didn't need to be all of those people just for that one fight because it didn't seem too believable by that point because it was like you didn't need all these other people. That fight with those, the 3-on-3 would have been kind of cool for me. But yeah, but I mean, there are certain films that are great. I mean, Black Panther was awesome. Black Panther was great. You have Endgame and you have Infinity War. Those are great movies too. A huge CG spectacle, but it was cool to see. There's a lot of films that are just. I mean, the first Avengers was always a good one for me. War Machine, thank you. That's his. I can never remember his name. Thank you. Don Cheadle's War Machine, yeah. But I mean, they have some good ones. And again, I'm not the hugest Marvel fan, but I can respect what they've done because clearly, if DC would have done it, they would have, but they didn't. So I can respect that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Winter Soldier. Yeah, that's a Bucky. Um, but yeah, I can respect what they did. They pulled off something great, and I applaud them. Period. I mean, and they're still doing it. Technically, they're still doing it. So I applaud them. Period. But I am personally a DC fan, and that's it was funny because literally a few days ago I went to the downtown Disney district, and I was wearing the Zack Snyder's Justice League that has the emblems of the different characters like Martian Manhunter and Flash and Wonder Woman and so on the sleeves, and they kind of like the sweater, but just a t-shirt version. And the first thing, one of the Disney characters or security people, I guess at the checkpoints, he comes up to me. He's like, "Sir, you're in the wrong universe." He's like, "I'm sorry, that's next door," and I just kind of started laughing. And he just kind of laughed, but it was it was cool. Like it was fun. Like I can respect them because they clearly had a market and they were selling the crap out of it. They were making a shit ton of money, and I can applaud them. And I mean, I have so much respect for Stanley, rest in peace, but that man was a genius. He created some great comics. He did some great characters, and I got so much respect for that man. Um, I can applaud Marvel for what they've done. In regards to DC, though, I'm a total DC guy, and my DC just happens to be what Zack was trying to do. And I hope once we get Justice League next year, Zack Snyder's Justice League, I just pray that it's not the end. I hope I'm more of a realist. If we get, I mean, you can say that Zack Snyder ended on a cliffhanger, but I don't know that. I don't know. Maybe it is a one-off. I have no clue. But if we do get a Zack Snyder's Justice League 2, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that it's not over. I hope that this story continues. I really do. I want there to be, for me, that's what it is, because we'll get Justice League. I know we're going to get Justice League, whether it's a movie or it's a series, we're going to get it regardless. For me, it's, are we going to get more? That's what I'm hoping for. Are we going to get more of that story, the continuation of that story? That's what I'd like. That's what I want. That's what I'm hoping for more than anything, is that right there. And I mean, it's just, there's so much to speculate. There's a few days from now, like literally, I think 2 weeks from today, we'll know for sure. I think maybe not 2 weeks, maybe, no, not 2 weeks. That's too much. I think a week, no, maybe 2 weeks. I think we're like 2 weeks away. And 2 weeks from now, literally, we'll have a lot of the answers that we've been hoping for. So I'm not going to be on for too much longer. I'm coming up in 30 minutes. I just wanted to, throw my excitement out there. I'm Deathstroke. I appreciate you for coming, man. Yeah, I would have liked for you to join, man. I really would. I would have liked to have heard what you had to say. So I appreciate you coming, man. Yeah, you guys, just a couple more days, and we'll hopefully get many answers, that we've been wondering about to our questions. So, just keep an open mind, and just, we all got to support one another. We can have our disagreements, but let's not be petty, please. Just, please. We can all have our differences. We all can. That's the world we live in, is that we can all be different. That's what makes us unique, is that we do have our differences. So please, if you feel a certain way about a certain topic, it's okay. Don't be petty, and just because you may have knowledge over somebody else on said topic, don't throw it in their face. Yes or no, you will get proven right or wrong at some point. And when it happens, that's great. But until then, I know you guys are trying to keep your heads cool. I know that. I know you guys aren't trying to make this anything more than it is, but yeah, it is already a win for HM. Exactly. It's a win for all of us. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Who cares what information you may have? We won. Seriously, that's literally the moral at the end of the day. Zack's getting his vision for Justice League. Period. That's what mattered. That's what we were here for. We were here to support Zack. We should be able to support one another. Period. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what Zack, I think, would hopefully want, I'd assume, is us supporting one another the way that we supported him. That's why, I mean, I know I have my views, and I'm going fights. Yeah, I don't either. I hate them. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but I like to think that we're all adults. I mean, at the end of the day, we're adults. That's why I get it. If you have a disagreement, you can have a disagreement. Period. You can not feel a certain way about something. You're right. You have every reason to believe whatever it is you want to believe, for, however intense you will feel about that belief. Okay, but just know that your intensity doesn't always have to be so, it's a lot of this is just words. Like, it'll get proven at some point, but at the end of the day, this all started because somebody said something. That's all it is. And half the time, you're never going to see these people. You're never going to have to deal with these people. More than likely, you're not going to have to. And I would hope that there is a lot more important things going on in your life for something like this to consume you, in other words. So I'm hoping everyone's enjoying the ride more than anything. I'm hoping we're all having fun. We should all be having fun. Clearly, this is a good time to be a DC fan right now, and I'm having the ride of my life. I'm enjoying every minute of it. So I don't see why anybody else can't, you know. But damn you, DC fandom, you're so close yet so far. um, but I don't know. I mean, I got a question for you, Deathstroke. Even though you're still there and you can't be here, I'll give you a question. Just because you are the person here talking to me, and I appreciate you being here. I won't be too much longer. It says I'm at the 32, coming up on the 33-minute mark. I'll close it at 40 minutes and I'll stop it, and I'll leave this out for everybody to see. Not that anybody is going to see it, but yeah. Let's see. I mean, also it is already a win for HBO. Wait, where did this go? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, my bad. Okay, but anyways, let me ask you a question, Deathstroke. One, what do you want to see in Zack Snyder's Justice League? And then two, what do you want to see the most from Dcfandome? Other than Zack Snyder's Justice League, clearly. Other than that. But I'll go, if you're still there, I'll go ahead and let you answer this. But again, I'll repeat it. It is, what are you most excited about for Zack Snyder's Justice League? And two, what are you most excited about at Dcfandome? Not Zack Snyder's Justice, something other than Zack Snyder's Justice League. So take your time. I'll keep talking. If you are here and you answer, great. If you bounced, I understand. No worries, man. But anyways, I'm going to the 40-minute mark, so I got a couple minutes left. I appreciate, should anybody watch this at some point, whether, I'm clearly not live, but should you watch this as a replay, thank you for watching it. I appreciate you taking the time to be here. I hope I sound good. I'm hoping I'm coming in clear, by the way. It kind of sucks after the fact that I'm asking now. Can you hear me, by the way, Deathstroke? Am I good? Super late, but my fault. I should have asked that. Again, I am not a professional. This is something I should probably not be doing just because I'm not set up for it. This is me just trying and making my 2 cents, because I like to think us fans, we do have a voice. I just wish that many of us, Dcfandome, everything. Yeah, true. Agreed. Deathstroke, agreed. Yeah, I heard you, man. For sure. Okay, cool. Right on. I wasn't sure. But yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this. I have my 2 cents, and this is probably the quickest way, other than Twitter, just to get my voice out there. But when I say something on Twitter, clearly it's just words, and people might read it or misinterpret how it's said clearly. And that, I get it. It's not your fault. You read something a certain way, and I get it. And sometimes you can read something a certain way, and sometimes you may read that correctly, and it's kind of like a whoa. So I get why someone might be triggered at something like that. But please, just, this is the easiest way, because you can kind of get the sense of emotion I'm going for here. Badass Batman, hell yeah, dude, that's me all day. I want to see Ben Affleck, man. He's my definitive Batman for sure. I liked Bale. Other than, my only complaint is the voice, but it's not like it's a complaint. It's just he was trying to go for it, and I applaud Christian Bale. He was trying. I give it to him. But that was kind of like, the voice does kind of get a little bit on the annoying side. So sorry, Ben. Sorry, Bill. Sorry. But I still love the trilogy. It's one of the greatest stories ever told for a Batman trilogy. So I applaud Nolan and everything that he did, as well as Bale and everybody who had the chance to work with him and on those films. They're awesome. They're great cinema, no matter how you look at it. Ooh, haircut, nice. I have no clue. I really don't know what's going on with the haircut. I know Fatal, before I went live, Fatal J was talking about it, and I think, who else was talking about it? Someone else was live, I think, too, and they were talking about it. Prime was talking about it. Prime, I was talking to Prime. I joined on his live too, and Prime was saying that the haircut, Matt Reeves Batman, heck yeah. Prime was saying that he believes, and who knows, he could be right. I don't know. But I love that he's sticking to it. That's his word. He's like, we're gonna get an haircut announcement at Fandom. This is Prime, by the way. Prime's saying this. He says we're gonna get a haircut announcement, and we're gonna get an haircut possible release date. I think is what he said. I'll have to double check that, but he for sure said an announcement. So I can applaud him for, that's what he believes. Hey, I'm all for it. You believe what you want. I love that. Hey, for all we know, he could be right, and that's better for me because I wasn't expecting that, and it just even means something has to blow my mind even more. So that's awesome. I love that. Um, but yeah, Matt Reeves Batman, hoping for the haircut, hoping for it. Matt Reeves Batman, I talked about that earlier. Yeah, I'm so down. I cannot wait for Matt Reeves Batman. I'm hoping for the best to turn out. I think we're supposed to get a possible clip or trailer or something along those lines. I think I'm not 100% sure though. Hoping we get something other than just the actors coming on and talking about it. I hope there's something to show. I don't know that there will be though, but we'll find out. Um, yeah, I mean, just it's a great time to be a DC fan right now. I got 2 minutes left. 2 minute warning. Again, thank you. I guess this is gonna be the thank you portion of the stream. Thank you, Deathstroke, first and foremost, for coming and entertaining me and being on the stream and getting the conversation flowing. I appreciate that. Kind of helped me actually, so appreciate it, man. I want to say thank you to first and foremost um, AT&T, Warner Brothers, HBO Max, Warner Media, DC Comics. Thank you for putting this together in regards to Zack Snyder's Justice League. I mean, it was something that needed to happen. Deborah Snyder at Justice Con says they will support other directors on the mission. Yeah, I remember at Justice Con where they had the panel with Wonder Meg and the Queen Nurse, Cole and Nana. So I remember how she how she said that. Everyone is speculating that because Deborah had said that they were working close with another director, and everyone speculates that it's possibly David Ayer with Suicide Squad in his cut. So it's a possibility that's who she was talking about. I don't know. I'm not gonna put any claim, but it's great to speculate, and if that's what ends up happening, and that's what ends up being the case, then again, more stuff just to blow my mind. It's Erica, I think. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking it's haircut. A lot of people think so. Again, it's all great to speculate. I'm all for it. If it happens, it happens. Great. I mean, at this point, at this point, I was being so typical, but I just wanted, like, I didn't care. Like, just give me whatever it is that you're gonna give me. Like, blow our minds. Like, just literally blow the roof off. Do it. Screw it. You're DC. No one's gonna complain. It's your roof. Do what you want. um, but yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for letting Zach do this and bringing back his vision. And basically, you're making a lot of fans happy. And I understand you're getting some backlash. I understand, but I know you're going to definitely be rewarded because it what Zach has in mind and with what I think you guys want to do with everything that I've heard, you guys are going to kill it. You guys are going to knock it out of the park, and I applaud you. So I just want to say one more time, thank you AT&T, thank you HBO Max, thank you Warner Media, thank you DC Comics, thank you Warner Brothers for making this possible because this had to happen. This truly did need to happen. And I appreciate that. And we as fans and as a movement appreciate what you guys are doing. And I know you guys are trying your best with DC right now and trying to help push everything in this sort of new direction. And I can applaud your efforts for that. And I appreciate it. And I like everything that I'm seeing so far. And I know a lot of us are too as well. So you have I'm already subscribed to HBO Max and the DC Universe app, so you guys got my money. Don't even have to ask. It's already given to you on a monthly basis, twice. So just yeah, I can't wait for you guys to blow our minds. And Zach, I know you probably won't see this. That's fine. Not worried about it. I don't think anybody will see this other than Deathstroke because he's here to witness this. So I appreciate it, Deathstroke. As far as everybody else goes, I mean, Dcfandome. I want this year to end so badly already. You have no idea how much I want it to be 2021 just so that way we can be watching Zack Snyder's Justice League. But gotta wait just a little bit longer, you guys. Just a little bit longer. But anyways, I'm gonna call it. Sorry, you guys. It was a great night, or technically it's still daytime, but I appreciate you guys. Should you guys watch this at some point? I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But I appreciate you. Please don't be too harsh on me. Like I said, not set up for this shit. Not in any way, shape, or form. But I appreciate you guys for coming on. Should you watch this, Thank you very much. Thank you guys. And support one another, please. We can do this. We're living in a hard time already as it is. Let's not make it harder for ourselves, okay, guys? Thank you. Appreciate it. And take care, you guys.